The shadow at old Bramble house. 13-year-old Liam had never believed in ghosts. He loved horror movies, haunted legends, creepy podcasts. None of it scared him. So when his friends dared him to spend one night inside old Bramble house, he laughed and said yes instantly. The house sat at the end of a twisting dirt road, half broken and strangled by vines. For 50 years, no one lived there. People said the original owner, Ms. Eleanor Bramble, disappeared without a trace. Others said she still wandered the halls at night, looking for something she never found. Liam didn't believe any of that, but he did believe in winning dares. At sunset, he walked toward the house with nothing but a flashlight, a blanket, and a stubborn grin. The front door creaked open with a long, aching groan. Cold air poured out, thick with dust and something else. Something sweet and rotten, like wilted flowers. Liam clicked on his flashlight. The beam lit a long hallway lined with old portraits. The faces in them were faded, pale, almost watching. He shook off the shiver creeping up his spine. Just shadows, he muttered. Just an empty house. He stepped inside. The door slammed shut behind him. Liam spun around. Wind, he whispered. Though not a single breeze stirred the curtains, he decided to explore. If he was going to stay here all night, he wanted the least creepy room he could find. The stairs groaned under his weight. Each step echoed through the house like someone was following close behind, just one step behind him. But whenever he turned, there was nothing. Upstairs, he found a bedroom with peeling wallpaper and an old wooden rocking chair. Strangely, the chair faced a tall mirror. He didn't like that mirror at all. Its glass was cloudy, like mist trapped inside. He spread his blanket on the floor and sat down. The house creaked and sighed around him, settling into night. Then the rocking chair moved, just once. A small, gentle rock. Liam's breath hitched, his flashlight flickered. Probably a mouse, he told himself, or the floor shifting. But the chair rocked again and again, slow, purposeful, like someone had just sat down. Liam stood, backing away. The mirror fogged slightly, as if someone were breathing on the other side of it. Then he heard it, a small whisper, barely a breath. "Hello?" The voice was thin, trembling. A child's voice. Liam froze. "Hello?" he whispered back before he could stop himself. The rocking chair stopped moving. Silence. Then the voice came again, closer, like it was right behind his ear. "Don't let her find you." Liam spun around, heart slamming in his chest. Nobody was there. "Who?" Liam croaked. The mirror answered, not with words, but with movement. A dark shadow slid across its surface, like a figure standing just on the other side of the glass. Liam's feet refused to move. The shadow sharpened, tall, thin, with long fingers pressed against the inside of the glass. Slowly, a face emerged behind the fog, pale and stretched with hollow eyes. It was a woman, but her head tilted at an unnatural angle, as though her neck had snapped long ago. Her mouth moved soundlessly, then widened into a smile too big for her face. Liam stumbled backward. The whispering child's voice returned, panicked this time. "Run!" The woman inside the mirror slammed her palm against the glass. A crack formed, long, jagged spider webbing outward. Liam turned and bolted out of the room. Behind him, he heard the mirror shatter, then footsteps, soft at first, then faster. Liam sprinted down the hall, flashlight beam jumping wildly. The house seemed to come alive. Doors slamming open on their own, portraits rattling on the walls, whispers slithering through the air. He reached the stairs, but a cold hand grabbed his ankle. He fell forward, hitting the steps hard. When he twisted around, his flashlight showed nothing, just air, just empty space. But the handprint around his ankle, pale and icy, was real. He pulled himself up and stumbled down the stairs. Halfway down, the lights flickered. A silhouette stood at the bottom, the same tall, thin woman from the mirror. Her neck dangled loosely, her head lolling from side to side. Every step she took toward him made her joints crack. She didn't walk like a person. She moved like something pulled by strings, wrong in every way. Panicking, Liam darted sideways through the nearest door. He didn't realize it led downward. His foot slipped on the first step and he tumbled into complete darkness. He landed hard on cold cement. His flashlight clattered away but didn't break. He scrambled to grab it, flicking it on. He was in the basement. Rows of shelves filled with jars and old furniture stretched into darkness. And in the center, sitting cross-legged on the floor, was a little girl, transparent, flickering like candlelight. She lifted her head slowly. Her eyes were cloudy, her face tired. "You didn't run fast enough," she whispered. Liam's throat closed. "Who are you?" "Her daughter," the girl said. "She won't let anyone leave. Not alive." "What does she want?" Liam whispered. The girl looked at him with pity. She wants to be remembered, and she wants company. A loud thud shook the ceiling. Dust rained down. The woman was upstairs, looking for him. The little girl turned toward the stairs, whispering urgently, "She hates the light, bright light. That's how I hid from her." And then, as if responding to her words, the house lights began exploding one by one, leaving only darkness. The woman was near. He could hear her cracking steps descending, slow and deliberate. Liam pointed his flashlight toward the stairs, and the moment her foot appeared, he aimed the light directly at her. A piercing screech filled the basement. The woman recoiled, her skin blistering in the beam. Liam pushed forward, shining the light harder, forcing her back. "Go," the little girl cried. "This is your only chance." Liam ran up the stairs and through the shattered front door. He didn't stop running until he reached his grandparents' driveway. The next morning, the house burned. No one knew how. People assumed lightning or old wiring. Liam knew better. The girl must have done it. She must have wanted to free herself. But that night, as Liam lay in bed, something tapped his window. Tap, tap, tap. When he drew the curtain aside, he didn't see the little girl. He didn't see the woman. He saw the mirror from the bedroom, the same cloudy glass, leaning against the tree across the yard. In its reflection, a pale hand slid slowly across the inside of the glass, searching.